Yo, it's your boy, comedian Sky Dogg. I was thinking about something that happened to me a long time ago. Back in the early '80s. I remember that I was staying with my grandma when I first got back over town. About around the time when my mom put my ass out, I was like 17. I had to turn 18, and I didn't really know a lot about getting high. I used to get buzzes. I used to buy me a quarter bull, Tampa Nugget cigar, and sit on second court on the hump down there and get buzzed. Oh man. On the weekend, man, I used to get fucked up. And that was it. A quarter bull back then cost like $1.25, and the Tampa Nugget cigar cost about 25 cents. So a weekend hangout and getting buzzed and feeling good, my budget was like $1.50 back them days. And that's all I needed. And that's all I knew about. And I was pretty good with that for a long time. And a little while as time went on, I met some, got affiliated with the wrong people. I got connected with this Cuban dude named Bernard. And he had, at that time, what was called a free base house down on 11th Street. That last 3-story by the Range Park down there under the bridge. It was up on the 3rd floor, too. And he knew me through some other big dealers back that time. I was young. He asked me did I want to run the freebase house. You know what I'm saying? I seemed like a trustworthy dude and a go-getter. Because at that time, you know what I'm saying, I was kind of like broke a little bit and hanging out with some robbers and doing a little robbing stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, I rock that. So I remember being in this freebase house with the smokers. We had the table. I had to watch, make sure nobody don't steal. We had the big long torches with the torch for the flame, and they had the Keystone glass pipes. It's the smoke-free base in the pipes. And at that time, everybody had their normal look. So a lot of the young ladies from over town used to come in there, and I ain't gonna say no names because that just be no class. But a lot of the young ladies that I knew from over town, they would come in there and they were smoking freebase. And they would buy it from me. And they would be in there smoking this shit, and I would be in there inhaling it. I smelled the freebase. At that time, nobody didn't know that, hey man, you was getting high. You was taking on this cooked base in your system. I didn't know. I smoked, I smelled so much of it, I become immune to it. And I remember at the turning point where things went sour for me in this little job I had. I was making $700 a week too. It was all right. Back at that time, that was a lot of money. And some of the little ladies used to come to me and they'd say like, hey, this make you freaky when you smoke. You should smoke something, Sky. I tell you what, smoke some and we gonna do some freaky things and all this stuff. And they was telling me that crap. So, you know, I got a little weak for that, because some of these young ladies I knew I had already wanted to do some things to, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't never got around to it. And then these was high profile women from over town, and some of them used to mess with pimps and shit like that, so they wouldn't fuck with me. But anyway, I got tricked one night and I hit that pipe, and it's the most crack cocaine. Well, at that time it was freebase. It's the most amazing thing when you first ever toke that pipe and inhale that drug. You can't explain it. But I know one thing. It make you want more and more and more. And I smoked it. And me and the young ladies did freaky things. These ladies did all type of things. At that time, it was very strange to see women do things that they was doing at that time. Now we can look at it and we know it's normal. You know, you just cracked out and you'll do anything for some crack. But at that time, these women was beautiful. And man, I'm in the crack house. I'm in there just butt ass naked, freaking all night. One night, things got real hectic, and I had a $300 tray, just a glass table with $300 worth of crack on it. And me and these three close friend of mine, female friend of mine from over town, that I had sex with all of them. We smoked the whole tray. And the next day when Bernard came, he was like, man, get your fuck ass on from around here before I shoot you. You know, I was young. I mean, like, you know, he ran me off. Told me don't come back unless I'm coming back with money. So the next day I came back with $10 and bought me some, you know. And this was not me. Because I come from the mannerism of smoking a Tampa Nugget cigar and drinking a quarter bull to get my buzz. But now I'm going back to a base house buying bass. And once I lost my position, those beautiful women, if I ain't had no money, they wasn't studying my ass. You know. So I think they used me. You know what I'm saying? I think they did use me. So, but it got really, really bad because I had went to my first baby mama and she gave me $50. We wasn't together because I was actually messing with this other little young female because we was mad at each other. And I got the $50. I remember telling her that I said I need some gas money for my car. I had $10, but I didn't tell her what I did with it. And she gave me $50. So I went and picked up my little new girlfriend, and I told her, hold up, I got to go upstairs right quick to do something. I'll be right back. Just hold on and sit in the car. So I parked her under the bridge on 11th Street, range down by Range Park. And I ran up on the third floor. I said, just let me get one right quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm going on. I got to go get me some gas. So I bought that one. And here go these women. They just sit in the base house waiting on people to come and spend money. Oh, Scott, get another one. That was a good one. But I got $40 left, you know. So I was like, yeah, but you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get another one because that'll leave me $30. And back in the early '80s, $30 was kind of like a grip. It was pretty decent. It was pretty decent. So I got another one, and me and the young ladies we smoked it and sat around and talked and we, you know, looking at the pipe, seeing what's good with the pipe and all that shit. So somebody in the crowd said, Sky, you need to get another one. That was pretty good, but you need to get another one. And, you know, another hour or two into the night, I had smoked up the whole $50, you know. And when the $50 was over, everybody kind of like fell away from me and shit. And I was sitting there looking stupid. I remember being a young man and just stupid as hell. Because I was saying to myself, I just spent $50 and it's gone. And I want more. And it's not enough. And I ain't never spent $50 on shit. So when I left about the base house and I went downstairs to my car, my girlfriend was gone. Because she didn't know what apartment I was in. So I guess she walked back down to 18th Street. So when I got in my car and cranked it up, it went like 10 feet and then cut off. So I was going to run out of gas anyway. So my car ended up staying on 11th Street under the bridge all night because it ran out of gas. And the next day I came to my senses about the whole thing. I decided that I wasn't going to smoke no more freebase because that shit ain't cool. And I got off of it. God blessed me with willpower. And I did freebase before I ever smoked weed, before I ever snorted cocaine. 2 years later, I ended up in the city getting on cocaine, and I had a couple of close friends. We was getting on cocaine. So I did end up getting on cocaine, and I was terrible on cocaine. If any of y'all ever did cocaine, you know how it is when you ain't got no money to get cocaine, but you need cocaine. That's a bad place to be. I walk around robbing people, and sometimes I used to hook up with my 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 homeboy. He have $3, I have two. We'll go down on 16th Street and get us a nickel pooch. That's a sad thing, seeing two grown ass men on a nickel pooch. Okay, everybody looking at the aluminum foil. And we're watching. Hey, hold up! Don't put all that. Put some of that back. Don't do it like that, dog. Don't. You know what I'm saying? Scoop a little. Just scoop a little bit. Don't scoop a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's a nickel pooch. You try and get more than me. I was terrible, man. But I was on cocaine. I got off of cocaine in 1985. Liberty City. I was hanging out with a homeboy of mine, and he had a bomb. He snorted the whole bomb up. And after, I remember that next day night, we was out there all 12 hours just getting high. I remember running around the corner to my friend's house on 60 and 13th, and his mom called the ambulance. And I was scared as hell. The ambulance man hooked me up to that fucking EKG shit in the truck. He said, your heart is beating real fast, irregular, and there's nothing we can do about it. And he cut the siren on. That shit just made it worse. I wanted to tell the driver, man, cut that shit off. That shit is making me more scared, man. And the lady holding my hand talking about, think of puppies. Think of giraffes. Think of, man, lady, shut up. You making it worse. Bitch, you scaring me. And they got me down to the hospital, and they gave me some pink stuff to drink. And they just monitor me. That's it. He said, the doctor said, if your heart stops, we're here to resuscitate. Well, we can't do anything about the rapid heartbeat. We gave you something to slow it down, but we can't do anything to prevent a heart attack. That's all you. So the next day, when I got out of the hospital, I was real weak. I remember going to my mama's house and getting a little rest for one day, and then I went back to the city. I was going back around the corner to tell my homeboy I wasn't getting high no more. And when I got round there, I saw him knocked out on 6-1. Half his face and top body was in the trash pile, and his legs and shoes was hanging on the sidewalk. And I knew it was him because he had on these purple Alicia shoes. I just turned around and went back and got in my car. But the moral of the story is, man, cocaine ain't for everybody. If you don't know what you're doing, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.